Today at the Programme Management Best Practice Forum, we had the pleasure of listening to Professor Lynn Crawford from Bond University in Australia. She's also a visiting professor at Cranfield and a driving force behind the Global Alliance for Project Performance Standards, GAPPS. Professor, please can you tell us a little about the history and purpose of GAPPS?
Well, GAPPS provides the independent reference benchmark for alignment and transportability of project and program standards and qualifications. The GAPPS was formed in response to proliferation of competing standards by major project management professional associations. And these forced individuals and organisations to have to make expensive and difficult choices. It was particularly challenging for mobile practitioners and global corporations. Ideally, the GAPPS would like to see the key professional associations working together to develop global standards, but in the absence of cooperation, the GAPPS has developed standards that provide the neutral core or spine for mapping and comparing all other standards and assessment processes as a basis for mutual recognition and alignment of qualifications. GAPPS is entirely volunteer-driven, and everything it produces is available, free of charge, in the public domain. Members of GAPPS are standards and qualifications bodies, professional associations, including the Association for Project Management in the UK and IPMA, and academic institutions and industry, including Cranfield and the International Centre for Programme Management, as well as Shell and the Royal Bank of Scotland.
So who is GAPPS aimed at, and how can organisations go about using all the work that's been done?
GAPPS is aimed at both individuals and organisations. It helps them make sense of all the standards and qualifications out there for project management and helps them to make decisions about which way to go. Organisations can use it in many different ways. They can use it for a review and quality check of their internal processes and competency framework, as a basis for assessing and developing the competence of their people, as a basis for assessing the comparability of different qualifications held by people across their global operations.
What work is going on currently?
Currently, the GAPPS is working on ongoing comparison mapping of emerging project management standards. And now that there are GAPPS Program Manager standards, we're using those as a spine for managing successful programs and PMI's standard for program management. We're also working on standards for project and program sponsors and standards for project control services.
And how do people find out more about GAPPS?
It's very easy. Just go to the website where everything is freely available. That's www.globalpmstandards.org. And get involved. Join the GAPPS, attend working sessions, influence the process, and it's a really great opportunity for professional development for experienced senior people, because there's an opportunity to work with dedicated leaders in the field.
So, thank you very much indeed, Professor. Please take this opportunity to get involved with GAPPS.